Hey guys, welcome to class. Thank you all so much for joining me here. Before we start today's class, I'd like to ask you to leave a comment down below after the practice telling me your experience about it. I'd love to hear how much you enjoyed this. But without all that, let's find our way to tabletop pose, the start of our practice, and just check in with ourselves. We'll start with a little bit of a wrist warm-up, so begin to make some circles over the wrist, really lean the chest out, and maybe sit back all the way towards the heels. Find some big circles here. Try to keep the heel of the hands down on your mat. Stretch it through the wrists. Move. If you haven't done so already, let's switch sides. Whatever side you were going to. Always good to go both ways. And come back through center. Let's turn the fingertips outwards. I'll show you from the front. Turn the eyes of the elbows inwards, so you're already creating a little bit of a twist in the wrists, and then we'll go side to side. And rather than just gliding the body from side to side, think about pressing yourself away from the side that you're moving away from, if that makes sense. You're pressing the fingertips down to shift from left to right, engaging the muscles in the forearms, engaging the wrists. Just a little bit of extra engagement there. Let's flip the fingers over, turn them towards one another. This time, stay nice and soft as you lean from left to right. Stretching the other side. And softly release it down onto the heels for a moment. Interlace the hands. Figures of 8. Opening it up. Switch directions, change directions. Shake it out through the wrists, come back to tabletop. Find a little bit of movement in the spine. Soft cat-cow movements. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. And exhale, tuck the tailbone as much as you can. Round through the upper back. Inhale, open. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, drop and lift the chest. Exhale, round. Come back through center, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Lengthen through the legs, long through the arms, and soft gaze in between the toes. If you want to, for a moment, just drop the chest even further, open through the shoulders, and then find that steady support a little bit higher. Keep reaching the shoulders up, strong. Engage the muscles. Paddle through the feet. Explore the body. Let's softly tiptoe the feet all the way towards the top Uttanasana. Find your forward fold. Feet can be about hip width distance apart. Maybe grab hold of opposite elbow. Or if you want to open the shoulders a little bit more, interlace the hands behind your back. Straighten the arms and drag them up and overhead. Maybe try straightening one leg at a time. Maybe find some stillness here. Softly release. Roll the spine all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae. We'll check in with the spine once we're all the way at the top with some spinal waves. If you haven't done these already, they're quite basic and simple. Doesn't mean they're super easy. I'll show you from the side. With the feet about hip width distance apart, the goal is to make a wave-like motion with the spine, or like a snake. So keep the shoulders soft, keep the arms just hanging beside the body, and gently lean the head forwards. And then as the head comes backwards, allow the spine to follow like a wave. And really focus on what the hips are doing here, what the spine is doing. Now, a lot of times it's very easy to move the spine as one solid block here. Really open and close the chest as you move forwards and backwards. A few more moments here. Feel if there's any tightness, any tenderness. Softly come back to standing. Let's change it and move with the hips. Might be easier for some of you. Some of you might prefer the other way, but tuck the tailbone, reach it forwards, then send it backwards. And again, the rest of the spine just follows with the movement. I personally prefer this one. It feels just a little bit easier here. Allows me to focus a little bit more in the middle of my spine. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find stillness. Maybe twist a little bit side to side. As always, notice what your body needs. Some bodies might prefer stillness, some bodies might enjoy a little bit more movement. Either way, let's find one more shoulder motion here. From Tadasana, our standing pose, really reach the fingertips down. I'll show you from the side again as we'll make a circle here. Keep reaching the fingertips forwards now, but away from the shoulders, so we're rounding through the upper back. And then as we lift them all the way up, shrug the shoulders to the ears. Find as much length as you can. Turn the palms outwards and continue the circle behind you. Open through the chest. Keep reaching the fingers away from the shoulders. Maintain a very big distance between the two. So you come all the way down. Then we'll reverse it. Reach all the way back. Open the chest. Feel the expansion. So you reach all the way up. Let the shoulders come up towards the ears. Turn the palms in towards one another. Then reach all the way forwards. Roundness in the upper back. And then depress the shoulders. Lower them as much as you can. Fingers reaching for the floor. And release. Maybe roll the shoulders. Find your way back towards the top of the mat. We'll set up for a little sun salutation. Bring the toes together. Hands to heart center. Close the eyes and ground yourself. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, feel the weight on your feet through the floor. Another breath in. As you exhale, release the hands beside the body. Take a deep breath in, open the palms towards the front. Exhale, palms together, heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, look up. As you exhale with a neutral spine, fold all the way down, rounding towards the bottom. Find the halfway lift, inhale, long spine. Exhale, plant the hands, let both feet come towards the back, high plank pose, Kumbhakasana. Knees, chest and chin down towards the floor. Pull forwards, cobra pose, hips drop, chest lifts. Tuck the toes, roll back, downward facing dog. Let's take one breath here for the first one. And then softly bend the knees, look forwards. Both feet together at the top of the mat, straight into a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, reach the arms forwards, all the way up towards standing, maybe a little bit of a back bend. And exhale, release. Twice more, Surya Namaskar. Inhale, open through the front. Exhale, palms touch, heart center. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold all the way down, round through the spine. Then halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen forwards. Exhale, plant the hands, both feet find their way towards the back, high plank pose, lower down, knees, chest, chin. Forwards into cobra. Roll backwards into downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Use Ujjayi if you like. And bend the knees, look long. Both feet journey towards the top, toes touch, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms alongside the ears all the way up to standing. And exhale through heart center. Release. Take a breath in. Exhale, palms touch. Inhale, reach it all the way up. Exhale, find your fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step both feet back, high plank pose. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, lower halfway down to elbow height. Inhale, upward facing dog, point the toes. And then roll back, downward facing dog. 3 soft breaths. Again, stillness or movement, your choice. Try to soften through the face. Bend the knees, look low. Feet to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to the sky, maybe a little bit of a back bend. And exhale, release. Through heart center and then arms beside the body. Reconnect with the breath. Next inhalation, open through the front. Exhale, palms, heart center. Inhale, reach it all the way up. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, just the right foot steps all the way back. Drop the knee. Glide the hips forwards and down as you reach the arms up towards the sky. Low lunge, low crescent lunge even. Next exhalation, plant the hands, tuck the back toes. Step the left foot back as well. And again, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, your option. Into cobra or upward facing. Roll back into downward facing dog. Right foot journeys to right wrist. Left knee lands. Low crescent lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, find Uttanasana. Step up towards the top and fall. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, reach the arms alongside the ears up and back. And exhale, release. One more here on the other side. Inhale, palms front. And then bring them to heart center. Inhale, reach them up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Find the halfway lift. Plant the hands, the left foot steps all the way back as far as you can. Drop the knee. Glide the hips forwards and down. Reach the arms up. Exhale, your vinyasa. Step back. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Bhujangasana, or up dog. And back into downward facing dog. Let's keep going here. Left foot to the inside of the left wrist. Right knee drops. Low crescent lunge on this side. And exhale. Plant the hands, step up to the top. Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, tall mountain. And exhale, release. Separate the feet. Close the eyes. Notice how the body feels. Feel the earth underneath. Feel the air on your skin. Soften as much as you can. We can softly tuck the chin to the chest. Roll everything down. Let the arms be soft until we find our way back to Uttanasana, our forward fold. And very gently plant the hands, bend the knees even more, step back, high plank pose, and then we'll roll back into downward facing dog. From here, right leg up towards the sky, find length here, and then step the foot forwards in between the hands, high lunge this time. Try to keep the hips nice and low. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Soft through the shoulders here. Maybe bend a little bit more into the front knee. For 3, 2, and 1, warrior 2. Back heel drops, arms open towards the side. Maybe wriggle the front foot a little bit more towards the center. And again, lower if you can. See if you can bring that front thigh horizontal, parallel with the earth. Reach forwards, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach it all the way up. Left hand can stay on the back leg. And then cartwheel into extended side angle pose. Right elbow onto the knee. Left arm nice and long. And again, maybe go a little bit lower. Keep reaching, maybe look up. 3, 2, and 1. Back into warrior 2. Let's find a really long triangle pose. So keep the feet where they are for today. Reach all the way out. and then stack the arms. Try to find movement from the hips, so not rounding too much. Still moving from the hips. 3 breaths here, a little bit longer. Then softly bend into the front knee. Let both hands land outside of that foot. Step back, high plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Halfway to the floor, untuck the toes. Upward facing dog, let the chest lift. And then roll back, downward facing dog. Left leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog, nice and long. And then the foot goes in between the hands. Find your way into a high lunge. Keep the hips neutral. A little bend into the back leg is okay. Raise the arms up to the sky. Sit a little bit lower. Feel the stretch in the front of the right hip. For 3, 2, and 1. Back heel drops. Open the arms to the side. Virabhadrasana 2. Soft gaze over the left hand. And again, sit a little bit lower. Feel the opening in the hips. Keep pressing the outside edges of the feet into the floor. Then reach all the way forwards. Flip the front palm. Lift the left hand up towards the sky. Right hand can rest on the back leg. For 3, 2, and 1. Through center into extended side angle pose. Reach forwards. Left elbow, left knee. Right arm alongside the ears. Maybe drop the hips a touch. Find length here. For 3, 2, and 1. Come back through center. Straighten the front leg. Find your long triangle pose. Again, reach forwards. Let it come from the hips. So the left hip goes down. Right hip comes up just a little bit. And the arms stack. Shoulders stack. Gaze can be down or up. Or in between. Who am I to say? For 3. For 2. For 1. Both hands outside of the front foot. Step back. High plank pose. Your vinyasa. Meet us in downward facing dog. 2 more breaths once you're there. And bend the knees. Look forwards. Feet to the outside of the hands. Sit down, low malasana just for a moment. Keep the fingertips on the floor. So we find uttanasana. Turn the toes in slightly as the hips lift. And take a moment here. Sway the hips from side to side. Maybe grab hold of opposite elbow. And softly release those elbows. Turn the toes out. Sit down. Once again, let's bring the hands to heart center. Broaden through the chest. Now we'll softly plant the hands, sitting up for lizard pose. Left leg steps all the way back. Widen your stance as much as you need to. Now you can drop the back knee. Adjust the hands, adjust the feet. The right foot is just on the outside of the hand. Take a moment here. Enjoy this deeper hip opener. And if you want to, you can add a little bit of a stretch in the front of the left hip here as well. Reach the right hand back, bend into the left knee, grab hold of the foot. Gentle pull to increase the stretch. Or if you want to, you can kick into the hand to open the chest a little bit more. See what you need. For 3, 2, and 1. Release the back foot. 2 ways to switch. You can step up to malasana as we were, or you can step back to high plank. As long as the left foot ends the outside of the left hand. The right foot is all the way back with the knee on the floor. Take a moment here in neutral. Wriggle the hips a touch. If you did, grab hold of the foot on the first side. Reach for it now as well. Gentle pull or a gentle push with the foot. Always try to even it out. For another 3. Another 2. Another 1. Release the foot. Let both hands land. This time step up to Malasana. Right foot outside of the right hand. Sit the hips down low. And softly let the bum land. Let's take a moment here. High boat pose. Lift the feet. Arms beside them. 5, 4, 3, 2. And on one, find low boat. Extend the legs. Lower, as low as you can. For 5, 4, 3, 2. And 1, softly sit up. Bring the knees into the chest. Keep pulling them in. Keep curling up into a little ball. Pull the heels in towards the bum. Pull the knees in towards the collarbones. Squeeze it. 5, 4. Feel yourself shake. 3, 2. And 1. Release. Let's revisit our Konasana, our wide forward fold this time. So widen the legs, sit nice and tall. Lift up through the chest. And take the hands out in front of you. Try to sit nice and tall. If you want to, you can move softly from left to right. Otherwise, simply walk the hands out. Maybe let the elbows land. Just feel the stretch, the inside and then the hamstrings. We'll take 5 breaths here. Soft breaths. And reconnect with the Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath is that slight constriction in the back of the throat, making it sound like the rolling waves of the ocean. But just slightly. Gently find your way up. Walk the hands in. Let's bring the left foot towards the inside of the right thigh. Find the twisted Janu Shirsasana. Right hand towards the left knee. Left hand goes behind you. Initially, we have a regular twist, but then the left arm reaches all the way up. Overhead, same direction as the leg. Again, it's not important to touch the toes. We're focusing on the twist here, but just adding a little bit of a hamstring stretch as well. So if you want to go a little bit deeper, right elbow just on the inside of the leg, but use it to twist open. Stay here for another 3, 2, and 1. Lift yourself up and switch over to the other side. Extend the left leg. Bring the right foot in towards the left thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Take the left hand onto the knee. Right hand behind you. As you inhale, reach it all the way up and overhead. Same direction as the leg again. Keep reaching. If you want to, put the left elbow on the inside of the knee. Use it to twist open a little bit more. Next inhalation, lift yourself up. And let's find our way to revolved tabletop. You can do reclined plank as well. Let's keep the legs straight. Otherwise, plant the feet flat, take the hands behind you. And on the next inhalation, lift the hips up towards the sky. Keep opening the shoulders, squeeze the glutes, keep lifting. Keep lifting. Maybe drop the head. And very gently lower the hips to the mat. Roll onto your back. Maybe hug the knees into your chest. Rock side to side for a moment.
If you want to, you can take happy baby here, grab hold of the feet, and pull the knees in towards the elbows, or in towards the armpits, excuse me. A few more moments here. Find whatever movement or stillness your body needs. And whenever you're ready, find your way to Shavasana. Extend the legs, let the feet find opposite corners of the mat, and gently let them fall open. Palms face upwards. And take another deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, feel the muscles melt away from the bones, softening into the earth, relaxing, releasing. The eyes softly close. Take some time here. Feel free to stay here for as long as you need. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope to join you again in the future. Om Namah Shivaya. Namaste.